Hey guys, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new week on Chosen by Jesus, the podcast. I'm Kelley Tyan.
I'm Taylor Tyan.
And we're a mom and daughter who just love Jesus so much.
Yes.
We are here to just encourage you in your faith so you can stay grounded and rooted and have peace in your life every single week.
Like we do now.
Yes.
We didn't before, and it took us a minute to get here.
Took a minute.
Maybe 2 minutes.
Even it took me a lot of minutes. But even in our own relationship as mom and daughter, it took us so long to finally feel,
to be able to say that we're doing this right now. If we looked back 10 years ago, we would have been like, you're out of your mind.
Oh my gosh. Well, we want to thank you for being here today and tuning in wherever you are. If you're new to us, welcome to the Chosen by Jesus family, CBJ family. And if you're local in Massachusetts and you're looking for a community, we have in-person events. So make sure you go to Instagram, Chosen by Jesus CBJ, follow us there, and send us a DM.
Yeah.
Tell us you want to be in our family. We have a virtual family and an in-person.
There's so much fun.
Lots of things we have going on. So today we're so excited, as always, because we love giving you a good Bible verse. If you've been listening to the last few episodes, we're starting with anchor verses. And today our topic and title is about, it's a question for you, is, are you waiting on God or hiding behind fear? I know for me, I used to hide behind fear because I didn't feel ready and qualified. We've talked about this numerous times, but I would hide behind fear and it would feel gripping.
Yeah.
But James 2:17 is the anchor verse we want to bring to you today. So,
faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. We talk a lot about prayers and doing this and doing that, but if you're not acting on that, it's dead and it goes nowhere.
Right.
And a lot of the times people are like, I prayed about it, I did that. You're talking all the things, but are you walking in that light, walking in faith? And we want to show you guys a lot of the times I hid behind fear.
Oh, yeah.
And I would pray, but wouldn't do the action to get where I needed to go.
And Ecclesiastes 11:4 also says, whoever watches the wind will not plant. This is again action versus waiting. And there's a very big difference. Some of you aren't waiting on God. You're waiting for things to feel safe.
We just did a whole episode on comfort.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was so, if go back a couple episodes, and if you're in that comfort zone, it's time to get out and take some action. Let James 2:17 resonate with you today, because I know I've said these things before. Oh, I'm just praying about it, which it's fine to do. It's good to pray about it. We have to pray about
it. Right?
Right. But sometimes
there's multiple steps.
And sometimes we're praying about it for a long, long time and not moving.
Also, to the prayers, the shift in the prayers. Maybe you're praying for something that's not right for you and God's actually closing that door. Instead of praying for the specifics of your needs, pray for what He wants from you.
Yes.
That's when you'll start to see that shift.
Yes. Hey guys, we know that you're here and you're loving the show. We're so appreciative, but we know that a lot of you are listening but haven't yet hit the subscribe button. It means the world to us if you would stop right now, pause, and hit that button, because
it will help us reach so many more people, countries, states, platforms, and that is what we're here to do.
Yes, we love you. Thanks so much, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes.
So I also hear, and I've done this before, oh, I'm just waiting for confirmation from the Lord.
Yeah.
Or, I'm waiting for clarity. What, am I boring you?
Yeah, a little bit. No, I can't.
I mean, if you guys are watching on YouTube,
guys,
she actually
I'm tired today.
She just yawned on the show.
I did.
Why are you so tired?
I don't know. I woke up early. Had an appointment.
Is it the midday
It's the
siesta? You need a
midday.
nap?
I need to go to Spain and take a midday siesta.
I need to go to Spain. Well, we're moving and shaking over here, and we're not waiting. We're taking action. But think about it. Have you ever said, "Oh, I'm praying about it. I'm waiting for clarity.
Mhm.
I'm waiting because I don't feel released yet." But what if God already told you? Like, this is what discernment is all about.
Yeah.
I want to define I want to define the two types of waiting, okay? So there's a difference. I want you to hear me. There's a difference between obedience waiting and avoidance waiting,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Like, think about it. When you're waiting in obedience, right, T?
You're doing all the
You're
right things. You're praying. You're taking that action. You don't
you're
see it yet, but
growing.
you're growing in your faith. That's the good type of waiting. The
Yes,
avoidance waiting, that is not peaceful,
right.
like the obedience waiting. The avoidance waiting is self-explanatory. You are just not, you're stalling
You
because of the
replay the worst
fear
case
of
scenarios.
failures.
Yeah.
You're replaying all the
Yep, you're stalling.
anxiety and everything that's going on in your head. You're like, this could happen, this could happen. What about this? It's these situations haven't even come to light yet, but you're thinking of all the negative. You're not focusing on being in his obedience.
Well, you're not focused on being obedient
Right.
to him. It's like when you're waiting, that kind of waiting has more anxiety,
Yeah.
right? Like
Than the
you delay
peace.
your action until you're comfortable, like we talked about a couple episodes ago. You're delaying, but you're anxious about it because
Yeah.
you don't know, which way to go, or you feel. But what if God already showed you? That's the question I want to ask you. What if God already equipped you to do the things that you're called to do?
Like, are you guys in a waiting period right now? And maybe some of you are listening to this and think about, are you doing the avoidance waiting or the obedience waiting? And how can you shift that? How can you and the Lord help control that narrative of the peace in your life versus the anxiety, all the what ifs and the uncomfortness of it, the excuses that you're producing?
Yeah, and I understand it can be scary, but obedient waiting really does produce the peace that
Yeah.
we all
And
want
the clarity.
in the clarity. But avoidant waiting
Oh, sorry.
produces avoidant waiting
Mm.
produces all the excuses in the world. Like why we hide, behind, we're hiding. And that's the thing. And I've been there. I know what it's like to hide and avoid doing the hard things because I'm afraid. But I want to give you an example of a woman who says, maybe you're a woman or a man, I'm waiting on God to start the business. But really, are you fearing criticism from others?
Right.
Is
Rejection.
rejection,
Judgment.
right? Like someone who says they're waiting for confirmation to speak publicly about their faith, but fears that rejection, like you
Right.
just said. I remember kind of being hesitant talking about
To be open
Jesus in
about him.
public, and I
Yeah.
was fearing that people would make fun of me.
Back
Again,
away,
lose friends.
all of the above.
I'm waiting for God to say, okay, Kelley, it's time to
Or put you in
speak.
some type of limelight that you think allows you to be ready
Right.
for it.
Maybe it's a marriage conversation that you're avoiding because now isn't the right time.
Yeah.
It's waiting is, to me, sometimes full of all excuses.
It is.
It's like you're afraid to speak up. You don't want to ruffle feathers.
Yeah.
Maybe let's talk about the marriage or a relationship for a minute. It's now isn't the right time. Is there ever really going to be a right time
Right.
to say
right.
something that's meaningful to you that might be really hard? No, you have to just take that action. Like we said, the Bible verse is James 2:17. Faith by itself, if not accompanied by action, is dead.
Yep.
So think about the hard conversation. Oh, is there ever going to be a right time to
Right.
bring something up that could be life changing to your marriage, to your relationship, but you're avoiding it
All the
because,
excuses in the book are like,
yes,
oh, well, he had a hard day today, or she's doing this, or
yep,
I don't want my mood to get down, or the kids,
yeah.
or whatever the case may be. And that hard moment in your life, that's going to be a pivotal
hmm
point of your life, but you have to execute that.
I even want to tie it into entrepreneurship for a minute in business. If you guys are coaches or anything in that line of work, I, maybe you're delaying your calling as that coach or mentor because you're waiting for just that one more person to sign up.
Yeah.
Well, what if God is calling you to just move and host the class or do the master class or host a webinar or do the coaching program and 3 people come? What if those 3 people are the people, the exact people that God has chosen for you to minister
Right.
to speak life into, to help, to mentor? But you sit back and you're like, I don't know, I just need that one more person. And you're hiding behind fear. And God's calling us, I say it often, God is calling you higher. He's calling you for more. You were created for more.
Right.
And
It's
faith without
so
works is
true.
dead.
Yep.
So this episode really is about let's bring our faith to another level
Yeah.
by taking a new action step this week.
Because we
Right?
couldn't have been like, oh my gosh, we'll have 2 people listening, but
Yeah.
maybe those
It would
2
be
people
your brother
listening
and dad
and dad
and grandma.
and grandma, but maybe the people that are listening, or we'll hop on Zooms and we've said it before, like, I wonder, sometimes we get, oh, like, who's going to show up? But it's like, it doesn't, and you remind me more often than not, where Taylor, if 2 people hop on that call, we're
Yeah.
blessing 2 people's lives with a message that
Yes.
maybe they needed today. And God
Yep.
handplucked them to be on that
Yes.
call.
And that's so beautiful.
And it only grows from there.
Right. It's like sometimes we're not waiting on God. I want you to hear me. Sometimes God's waiting on us.
Yeah.
Just move. Take the step. Maybe you needed to hear that today, and that's it. I mean, this is a short episode, but it's really powerful for you to think about. Maybe we're not waiting on God. Maybe God's really waiting for you to take action
Right.
today. Use that James 2:17 today as your focus on where am I being called to move in my marriage, in my business, in my relationship, at work, in any area of your life, in your health and fitness.
Mhm.
Are you waiting till you lose weight before you go to the gym?
Right.
Are you just making
Which
excuses?
I used to literally want to be in shape before I got to the gym. Like, I would go and work out. I would
I
rather
know.
work out at home and be like, okay, now I look good enough to go to the gym.
We're never
That was
going to
years
arrive.
back, but it's like,
There'll always be an excuse.
yes, like it's great. It's the waiting game, and it's
It
not
is.
fun.
Like, I'm going to give you a biblical example, with faith requiring your movement. Think about Abraham. He didn't have full clarity, but he had instruction.
Right.
Think about Peter stepping out before he knew the water would even hold him. Remember? That I've been talking about Peter
You
so much.
have.
I'm like,
Yeah.
be like
You're like,
Peter.
you're like Peter, everybody.
Keep your eyes on Jesus, but don't be like Peter
When
and
he
look
takes
left
them
and
off.
right because
Right.
you'll sink. If you haven't read that story, go back in the Bible
That's
and
a good
reread
one.
Peter because it's so good.
That's a good
But
one.
faith requiring movement, also Esther. She's another great biblical example of approaching the king. I mean, before she knew the outcome. That was bold, guys.
That was
bold.
bold.
Esther was a queen. Bold.
She didn't have God qualified her. She didn't
Yes.
have
Yes,
all
she
the
was called,
accolades.
and that's all she
Yes.
needed to know.
Yep.
It's faith moves before your feelings catch up. Take that in today,
Mhm.
right? Faith is obedience. We know that. It's being obedient without guaranteeing anything, really,
Right.
on the other side. We don't know. We're not God.
We don't know
We don't-
what's
I mean, we started the
the
podcast.
outcome.
We still don't know the outcome of this.
Right.
We're just obedient.
Hopefully
Sometimes I
just
do.
changing, shaping people's faith lives.
Right, but
That's what we want.
I want to be real too, though. Like, I want to show you my humanness. Sometimes I'm like, should we just keep going in the podcast, or is anyone really listening? Like sometimes I question myself. Should I keep showing up, or is it worth it? But yes, God hasn't said stop.
We'll be like, you go, I don't even know if anyone's listening anyways. And we sometimes, like, we used to get a little more dolled up, and she's like, I don't even know if anyone's watching.
Well, today I have my
I
hat on because it's a
can't,
bad hair
bad
day.
hair day for
We have
both
bad
of
hair
us.
days today. So the chosen by Jesus hat and what do you have?
Providence.
Oh, Providence.
I'm
Well,
repping.
but you know what? The fact of the matter is faith will move before our feelings catch up.
Right.
So I'm being obedient and faithful to what God has called us to do. We are being
Faith
obedient.
is moving without
Yes.
seeing the visit, like
Yes.
moving without full visibility of what's
Of the
ahead.
timeline. Right,
Yep.
right. So a couple questions to end we want to give you is, has God already told you what to do? Maybe he has. And you're just sitting there waiting patiently.
Yeah.
And are you asking for clarity when you really want certainty? If fear wasn't involved, what would you do next? Like if you didn't have fear, guys, what step would you take this week? Would you have the conversation? Would you show up for your boss and say, I need a meeting because I think it's time I get paid more?
Yeah.
If you didn't have fear, what would you do? Because maybe God is calling you to move and you're sitting back waiting for someone else.
Right.
And that's not the way it works. We need to step out when God calls us.
Mhm.
So we don't want you hiding. That's the thing, right? We really don't. We want you.
Hiding is easy.
Right. Because another thing I did wrong was I would keep researching and consuming
Yeah.
before I started. I'd be like, oh wait, I gotta read a couple more books. I gotta do this before I start. I did that. I would think I had to read all the things,
Get
consume all the
educated in
content.
all these certain ways.
Oh,
Look
so
at
tiring.
other people's. Listen to other. I could have had
Yes.
like listening to 20 bajillion podcast episodes on Christ before I started.
Right.
But I was like, nope, I'm just gonna hop right into it.
Yes. Maybe you're out there saying, oh, soon I'll do that, or soon.
Soon.
The soon word, soon it will happen. Well, let's make it happen now.
Right.
All right.
Let's get this done.
Let's get bold in our faith and
Mhm.
rely this week on James 2:17 and get that in your blood, get that in your heart, in your spirit. Faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
So where do you need to surrender more this week so you can take courageous action?
Mhm.
That's really what we want to get across. So we're going to challenge you today. Where are you calling it waiting, but God is calling it go time?
You're seeing a red sign and he's giving you that green light.
Yes.
Where is that
yes.
occurring in your life right now?
Right. Maybe it's send the email, start the new devotional, get in a new group. Remember, we have a virtual
Go to
group
that
for
church,
women.
Bible study.
Yes. Do it.
Yeah.
Step up. Oh, I was going to say, we have She Rises. Our virtual group is amazing. We just
all
have
across the country.
Yep, real
Beautiful
conversations every single week. It's beautiful. If you're looking for a faith-based group to grow with, where you'll be challenged, prayed for, supported. And to end, we just want to leave you with this. You don't need another confirmation from us. You don't need another conference, a class, even another podcast, really. You need courage.
Yeah.
Find your strength, find your courage inside yourself to step out today in faith and take action. Faith forward action. Okay? Because when you already know what God said, more waiting is not spiritual, guys. It's really called
It's the
fear.
Yep.
And take that in as well. So, quick little episode. We love you guys. We're so thankful that you're here, spending time on Chosen by Jesus. And listen, again, if you love this episode, if it empowered you, share it with a friend, and please hit the subscribe button. So many people listen and you're not hitting the subscribe button, and it helps us get our word out to more people. So we want to get our word to different countries and hit all across the
Or
world.
DM us if you have questions.
Yes.
We love answering. My favorite thing is, how did you get into your faith and what did you do? And I need help with this. That's what fuels us. We
Yes.
love spreading the word.
Yes. So DM us at Chosen by Jesus CBJ. And remember,
Remember,
you're
you're chosen.
chosen. See you next week, guys.